Hi Maddie, this is question 5. I need a stand if I'm going to do this, actually, now that I've got my face on it. This one you need to read through because I would probably use 2 techniques to do this one. And I will use different techniques for each type of question. So A is to find the interest in the first year. So 5A is to find the interest in the first year. Again, there's a few ways to do it, but let's just keep it simple, and we're using compound interest, so I'm just going to use compound interest, even though there are other ways you can do it. All right, Ethan placed a principal of $15,000 into an account that was returning 3.5%, so and it's compounding annually or yearly, so the little I is going to be equal to 0.035 divided by 1, the 1 being annually, and he's doing that for 5 years for the total, so the N is equal to 5 times 1, but A asks us for the interest earned in the first year, B asks us for the total value of the term deposit at the end of the first year, C is the interest earned in the third year. Pulled a face on that one. It tells me a method to use. And D is the value at the end of 5 years, and C is how much interest was done in total. It's really setting you up to do it year by year as a table. So if we do that, we've got the beginning of the year and the interest as in what we're going to multiply, the end of the year, and then we can have another little column out here for interest where we might do some subtractions. So the beginning of year 1, we have 15,000 and the interest. So if I little note off to the side, maybe change color pen. If I go A equals P, 1 plus I to the N, and I want to know how much is left, I'm going to go 15,000. 1 plus I is 1.035, and the N, well, in this case, it's only 1 year, so we're going to put a little 1 up the top here. So can you see that here I'm just doing 15,000 multiplied by 1.035. So in here, I'm just going to write multiplied by 1.035, and that will give me the amount at the end of my year. I'm trying to wriggle my book under my arm. Okay, so at the end of the year, I will end up with $15,525. So that's the total amount, including the principal. So the interest is I'm going to take $15,525 and subtract the principal, the original amount, and I get $525. So that's how much interest I earn Ethan earns in the first year. So then it says, what is the total amount at the end of the first year? The total amount at the end of the first year is this value here, $15,525. All right, or we could have done that over here, and that would have been $15,525 with the N being just 1 year. Okay, now it goes on and says what interest is earned in the third year, just the third year, not the total interest in the 3 years, but what interest is earned in the third year. My face pulling. So let's go back. I'm going to do this step by step. So at the beginning of the second year, I have 15,525. I'm going to do exactly the same because I'm just doing it year by year. So this little formula over here would work still. Multiply it by 1.035, and I will get 16068.375. Okay, so at the beginning of the third year, I have $1,668.37. Multiply it by the 1.035, just 1 year again. So we're just doing this idea here where we're just using the 1 year. And I get 16,630. Goodness gracious me. It's been a long day. Okay. Now it says, how much interest did I earn? So in that third year, the amounts I am interested in looking at is this one and this one. And in the third year, Ethan earned 6,630.768. I hate this when I'm run out of room, minus the 16068.37, and that gives me $562.39. All right, so that's the answer to C. So hang on, I haven't done that really. This is, what was the answer to A? Interest earned. This is actually answer A. This was answer B. This is answer for C. All right, now to answer D, which is the total value, you could keep going on here and do years 4 and 5. Okay, so that would be a method that you could use and you will come out with the right answers. However, I'm just going to use the compound interest formula and change it up a bit for you. So the total for the answer for D, the total amount that she would earn after 5 years is the principal 1 plus I to the n, where the principal was equal to 15,000. The I is still equal to 0.035 divided by 1, and now the n is equal to 5. So we can do that in one line. It's 15,000, 1.035 to the power of 5. And you'll put that in your calculator and find that that is equal to $17,000, $815.29. So the amount of interest, DE, earned on the loan in total, so here is D and here is E, the actual interest earned across the whole loan is the amount for the whole loan minus the principal. So the total amount here is 17,815.29 minus the 15,000 they invested to start with gives us $2,815.29. Okay, hope that helps.